Hiya, welcome to GGKCS, the multi-generational podcast / FlossTube for fans of all things knitting, cross stitch, and geeky. I'm Cece, and I'm so glad you're here today. Today is Sunday, the 24th of January, 2021, and this is Stitch With Me, episode 40. We're coming up, well, no, we have a little bit. We have about 3 months until we come up on a year of me doing these. So, that's pretty cool. I'd like to say a big welcome back. Love y'all to all returning viewers and big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. Hope you enjoy the show. I am stitching the Cat in Heart DMC kit that came, I assume, with a magazine. I think probably in the UK. Not 100% sure on that. I can't find it online. It was a gift from Michelle Bindi Stitchy. I'm doing it on the 14 count Ada that came in the kit with the DMC floss that came in the kit. So, if you are new here, welcome. The multi-generational part of this show is my 21-year-old kid, Dammy, who is in university right now. And on our full-length episodes that release on Thursdays now, they are on every other week. College keeping them busy, so there you go. And then I do abbreviated version of the full-length episode on the opposite Thursdays. And then I also do these Stitch With Me's on Sundays, and they release on Mondays. It's just too much. We used to, long time ago, because we've been doing this for over 8 years now. August will be 9 years of us doing a podcast, and then we added the FlossTube later. But long time ago, we used to record and release on the same day. And more power to those who do that. That is awesome. But we do so much editing with our full-length episodes because, we put in the segment breaks and music and all of that. Plus, we are available not only on YouTube, but also on Apple Podcasts. So it is a lot more work and time and uploading. So we just can't release the same day. So that's fine. We release it the next day, and it is what it is. So, well, I hope y'all have had a good week. The days have run together for me. Was the inauguration this week? I think it was. So, yeah. Yeah. If it wasn't, my days are running together, y'all. It is what it is. But just lots of hope, and wasn't that the poet, Amanda Gorman? Wasn't she amazing? And of course, how can you not laugh at the Bernie memes? The mittens. Oh my gosh. I saw a news clip of him today. It may have aired yesterday, but I saw it online, that he was getting a laugh out of it too. So that's fun. When you can laugh at your own things. Yeah. So, yeah. What else this week? I don't know. Yeah, so it's been a week. It's definitely been a week. So, I've been working, I finished my cat vent cowl, the second one completely. It's been grafted and it's blocking right now. The first one that I made that I sent to my bestie Katie, she got it yesterday, and she loved it. and so now we can be twins. And in the same parcel, I had sent her birthday socks and her youngest son Izzy's birthday socks, and they sent me a picture this morning of them both wearing them. So that's super fun. That is super fun. Cross stitch wise, I did another 300 stitches in my Edinburgh Castle. So that is, I believe that's 1,000 stitches already this month. So I'm doing well above my goal, my original goal, to get that. And I worked 2 more days on the Helianthus pattern by Ink Circles. So I met my go goal for that for this month, because that one of the squares that Helianthus is in on my go board the number was called for January. So my goal was to work on it for 5 days. And so I did that. And then, as you saw, if you watched our most recent full-length episode, I started stitching the Gilmore Girls sampler from the Enablers group on Facebook. And I'm trying to get caught up because they're releasing a clue 3 times a week. And so last night I finished clue number 5 and did all of clue number 6 yesterday. And once I get done recording here and get this all edited and everything, I will pick that back up and work on clue 7. They've released 10 clues so far, and there's a new clue coming out tomorrow. Clue number 7 is pretty significant. Not near as big as the Luke's logo clue. Oh, that was huge. It took me 3 days to stitch. But clue 7 is Suki, like a pot, a cooking pot with a lid and a spoon for Suki. And then I believe clue 8 is a snowflake, so that one will go fast. Clue 9 is Richard's bow tie. That'll go fast. But then clue 10 is another, probably around the same size as Suki's pot. It's a Pop-Tart and a cherry. So I'm trying to get caught up, but it is taking some time to get it done. So yeah, that is everything that I'm working on right now. Oops, I should not have tried to do another stitch because I ran out of floss. Just tuck that in and start a new strand. So I have not weighed the rest of the yarn that was left over from the cat vent cowl. I do believe that I have enough to do a third one, but I'm going to take a little break because I did 2 of those straight in a row. And it's a fun stitch, but I'm going to take a little break and just focus on the pair of socks that I'm working on. I've been taking it to bed, the socks to bed with me most evenings, and I am working on the cuff of the first sock right now. I started on that last night. I don't think I made it quite halfway through, but I am working on that, and then I'll get the second one, the toe cast on, to get that started. I also think, because there's a couple more people that I'm thinking of that I think would really like the cat vent cowl. So I'm thinking of knitting it for them, and I know I don't have enough yarn to do 4 of the cat vent cowls. I think I do have enough for 3, but I thought it could be really cool if I took just like, because the first cat vent cowl, I'll be interested to weigh the yarn and compare, but the first cat vent cowl took me like just almost right at 100 grams of yarn to knit. So I was thinking that I could take 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn and just alternate them and make the whole cowl just 2 colors. I've got like this peachy, I don't know if you can see this, I've got like this peachy pink that I could do with something else. So that is also a thought, that I could maybe do something like that. trying to make sure I'm still in the camera here. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. But I don't have a lot of knitting goals, plans this year. Socks seem to be are going to be my main thing for this year, and preemie hats. I've already knit today's preemie hat. I was watching Michelle Vindy Stitchy's live V-Stash this morning, and so I knit the whole preemie hat during that. So by the time this goes live, I'll have posted a picture of it on social media. I think I do want to knit for my niece and nephews for their birthdays this year. I think I'm going to knit them cowls. If this is a repeat conversation, I apologize, y'all. Fibrofog, it is what it is. I think I'm going to knit the 3 of them cowls this year. So the first birthday, though, is not until September, and then the other 2 are in December. So I've got plenty of time, but I think I will find out what their favorite color or colors is, and do a Tin Can Knits cowl, just a simple cowl. I've looked at a few of the Tin Can Knits patterns, and there's a couple that are possibilities. So yeah. Try to think if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about today, other than, if not, I'm going to pull out my prompts book over here. So this is 300 Writing Prompts. It's a book I got from Barnes & Noble, and I was going to use it to journal, and then decided not to do that. And so I talked to y'all about some of them. I don't do all of them, but I do talk about some of them. So let's see. How do you soothe yourself when you are upset? I hate to say that my instinct is comfort food, because I have a love-hate relationship with food and eating, because I tend to be an emotional eater. So I'm trying to replace that with using some other techniques or other things like meditating. I started meditating again during the pandemic, during COVID, and I've been doing it for, I think, over 6 months now, every single day. And some days are 1 minute and some days are longer. And so trying to get in the habit of a deep breath, of using a mantra. My current favorite mantra is from Julian of Norwich: all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. I try to be creative sometimes to try to soothe myself, whether it's knitting or cross stitch. Sometimes I journal. Sometimes I read. But I'm trying really hard to change it from being I'm going to try to soothe myself by emotional eating, because that's not the healthiest thing to do. So, okay. It says right, but I'm going to talk about a time you had to let go of something you loved or wanted. So when we were moving to Scotland in 2013, we sold pretty much everything we owned. There is a little bit of stuff stored at each of our parents' house, but not a lot. Like, I think my parents have 2 Rubbermaid tubs, so not a lot. And other than that, everything we owned fit in the luggage that we took with us to Scotland. Everything else we sold. So there were some things that were hard to let go of. Definitely. But that was the choice that we made of what to do when we decided that we were going to move to Scotland for the 4 years. And it was an amazing experience, and I would not change it for anything. It was so wonderful to be there and so life-changing. And but yeah, there were definitely things that were very hard to get rid of for all three of us with that move. Yeah. And then in the inverse, when we moved back here to the U.S., there was stuff that we got rid of because, again, we only came back with what we packed in our luggage on the plane. So, yeah, definitely not easy. Definitely not easy. Were you ever involved in a school play as a student? Did you act, sing, design props, play an instrument, hold prompt cards, etc.? I was in choir all my growing up years, even into college. So I was always singing. But there were in high school, my senior year, we did Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, the musical, and I had several different roles in that, singing, dancing, acting. So in my high school, what we did was we alternated every other year. I don't know if they still do this or not, but every other year we would do a musical, and then in the off year we would do a variety show. So I was in several numbers as part of that variety show. In college, I was in a play, so I acted in that. But yeah, I was always very, very involved with music and was singing all my growing up years. Yeah. Let's see. If you could pack up and leave on vacation today, where would you be off to? I would be off to the UK because, this is obviously assuming that the COVID's not going on because none of us can do anything right now. But I would be off to the UK to see my bestie Katie and spend time with her and her family. I just FaceTimed with her this week. And I just miss her. I just miss her so much. So that would be where I would head on vacation. Definitely would be to see her. They live in Birmingham, England. So yeah, that would be what I would do. Okay, let's see. I need more floss, y'all. Let's see, what color is this? This is 913. So I think I showed y'all this when I first started on this, but the kit came with just like all the flosses like wound together, and you had to separate them, which I hate that. But what I did is I just took a piece of cardstock and I punched holes in it and wrote the number and threaded it through. So this is 913. That I am currently working on. I hope there's not a whole lot more 913 in the pattern because this is the last strand. At least they're DMC colors, so if I need to pull from stash, I can. I just hate when kits don't have enough floss because, especially if it's not a DMC, flosses in a kit, then you have the potential to be out of luck to find floss that you need to finish a kit. So, yeah. Okay, let's see, where are we? Okay, we'll do one more question and then we'll end for today. I had to stop the video for a few minutes, and so I was trying to remember how much time had been on the prior video's clock. So, what is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten? I'm going to have to say that when we lived in Scotland, I did try haggis. It wasn't horrible, but it was not something that I would go out of my way to eat again. So, yeah, I'm not a very adventurous eater. So, I have my favorites and I tend to stick with them. I eat the same thing for lunch 6 days a week. Yeah, so I eat the same thing for breakfast every single day until I get tired of it and I've been in a rut of it for too long, and then I will switch and then eat whatever the new thing is for breakfast every day until I'm tired of it. So, yeah, but I'm not a super adventurous eater. So my senior year of high school, my choir went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and then also we spent a day at one of the Disney parks in Florida. And the cruise was a Disney cruise, but it was a choir competition on the cruise. But of course, you know, on cruises, you tend to have so many food options, and I did have swordfish, and I did enjoy that. But I don't know how adventurous that is of a food to eat. But it was adventurous for me. So, yeah. Oops. Where are we here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 2 more rows like this, and then 1 row that's a little different, and that finishes this top portion of the heart here of this color. And then this color is used again here and over here, and then a little bit around the flowers. So, what is going on here? Why is my floss not even? That is one thing that I hate about stitching with 2 strands, is you start your flosses out even, and then they end up uneven by the end, and I don't know what happens. So, yeah. Okay, well, I think we're going to call it there, y'all. I feel like I was kind of scatterbrained in this. So, apologies for that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. While I'm finishing this row, I will tell you where you can find us online. You can find us at ggkcs.com, and there you will find links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, our Facebook group, Instagram, etc., etc., etc. And we will be back with you we'll record it on Wednesday, but on Thursday you'll receive the full-length episode with Dammy in it as well. They can tell us how things are going with university. Yeah. So we want to remind you to please, please, please keep wearing your masks. Please wear your masks. Please wear your masks. And if you are able to, get the vaccine when you can, because that is really, I think, I am not a person of science, but I think that the vaccine and wearing masks are the key to getting through this pandemic. So I'm not able to get the vaccine yet, but you better believe that the moment I am able to, I will be getting it. But until then, I will wear my mask. I will socially distance. I will stay at home as much as possible and only be out for essential things. And other than that, I'll be home, crafting, working, doing all the things, watching the TV. Well, we will see you in just a few days, and until then, I hope you have a great, great week ahead. I thought I was going to be able to finish this row while I'm talking, but I'm not only going to finish it if I really slow down and really drag this out, because I still have 2 stitches to do, to do, y'all. Hold on. Let me just finish these stitches right here, and then we'll be done. We'll be done. Pop that through there, needle there. There we go. And that's, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one more row like this, and then one little bit different row, and then I will be done with the green part of that top section of the heart. All right. Hope y'all have a great week. Wear your masks, socially distance, be safe, happy crafting. Until we see you again. Bye.